Hey Google, I have an issue at Google Plus. The hackers have taken over your site, I believe. I mean, it's ridiculous. Here it is. I'm at the story about the church shooting in Charleston, South Carolina. Everyone knows that this first headline was wrong. It said 8 blacks shot at church in Charleston, South Carolina. Police searching for a white suspect. This is the report. So this was a breaking news report. And now we know that actually 9 people were shot to death by a young man. We even know who it is and everything now, according to reports. If you see here, I have this link that says NewYorkDailyNews.com. News National Charleston Church shooting. You just see what I'm saying? I have this link. Look what they put down here. New York News, traffic, sports, weather, photos, entertainment, and gossip, the homepage. This isn't the homepage. This is to a particular story. My link is to a particular story. Story article number 1.22620014. And they put something different. So what I found that happens is when now this story was on their homepage, but I didn't cite their homepage. In a few weeks, when this story is no longer top news, people won't even be able to reach it by going to their homepage. I want the story to be connected to this link. I don't want the hackers to go in and just make it be tied to the homepage. Because next week the homepage may be some boxing match or some game they're playing or some politician making a speech. I don't like that. So will you please tell the stalkers Google to stop changing my references? I don't like that. That's censorship. That's wrong. Let Mary Neal have freedom of press. Let Mary Neal have free speech. You know, I listen, Google, these people murdered my brother. I didn't murder even a bug on their front porch. I never murdered anything. In fact, when I do see an insect, like even a little bug, a ladybug in my house, I pick it up and throw it out the back door so it can find a new home or something. I don't just walk up to a little bug that got in by mistake and crush him, you see. But these people secretly arrested and murdered my brother. I didn't do anything to them. And they don't want me to have freedom of press. They don't want me to have free speech. They're very evil. And I want you to please search and see if somebody who works for you may be working with NSA and police hackers and the prison industrial complex. Look at them, Google. You know you got the capacity to see who they're emailing and what they're emailing about. You need to check out your staff. I don't see how they're able to change my links and stuff like that. You should check them out. And also, you should see if you got any back doors open for the government because, Larry, my brother, who they're hiding his murder, he was secretly arrested in Memphis, Shelby County Jail in summer 2003. That was during a period when Shelby County Jail was under direct overview by the United States Department of Justice. And the Department of Justice at that time was already, under fire because they had those secret prisons. That was before the world found out about all those terrorist camps they have where they were torturing people and killing people left and right, even little children. And the USDOJ was also under fire at that same time that my brother was secretly arrested and murdered in that jail under their overview. It was under fire during that time for terminating the employment of its own U.S. attorneys who did not support George Bush. Do you remember that? So they were under two types of scandal. And here they were, got a mentally ill heart patient secretly arrested and murdered in a jail where they're in Overview. They just said, hell no, we're not going to let her tell that. We're going to help these cops hide this because we got enough stuff on our hands. And so they all got together and hid Larry's murder. And they sent who is that? The Cochran firm frauds to defraud my family and pretend like they had a wrongful death case going when in fact they didn't. The Cochran firm is a fraud. I think they're government agents against black people like COINTELPRO. And so I haven't done anything to anybody. I don't deserve all of this censorship, Google. It's these people. They're the ones with stuff to hide. They ought to come clean, but they don't want to come clean. They just want to keep hiding things. And then they want to cover up the cover-ups that they've already done. And I think that that's horrible. They're not going to send Mr. Epps to jail now. His sentencing is indefinitely delayed. I believe that's because he's got some stuff that they want him to hide. He was so corrupt, as I understand it, he probably knows something on someone. So these people are going around blackmailing each other and what have you. And I just really need my links to lead to the messages that I put, not the hackers. These hackers are horrible people. They're all going to hell. And I wouldn't want anybody from Google to go to hell with them. So, I know you have a lot of young people hired. So you need to have a talk with these young people at Google Plus and tell them that you will not have any censorship out of them. Because I don't see how in the hell I put a link leading to a specific story, 1.2262014, and why I went to this story. Now, let me tell you something, Google. It didn't have to be your people. It didn't have to be at all, because the media doesn't like black people. They don't. I guarantee you that. So maybe they have at New York Daily News. Maybe they're the ones who made their link through some kind of fancy code end up being this instead of this. New York Daily News could have this link rigged where it won't really lead to that story. I don't know whether it's you and your people, the government and their gremlins, or New York Daily News. But I know that you know how to find out, Google. Because, shoot, you think Edward Snowden knew something. I know you know more than Edward Snowden knows. I know you can find out, Google. So find out who is doing this and make them quit. And let me tell you something else, Google. I was just logged in. I was logged in and I came to this page. And do you know that none of my posts had this, read more lines? None of them had read more. And all of my posts, I'm long-winded. They usually go longer than the little 3 or 4 lines that show right here in the picture. And so none of them had that. So that's wrong. That's censoring all the rest of what I wrote, you see. And that's censoring my creative product, you see. That is wrong. And I think it's illegal. It's illegal to be censoring all of my creative product like that. That's stealing my time and my effort and stifling my creative product. I don't think any internet company should do that. So please make sure that the show more and show less are visible to the public on all my posts. And please ask your people if they did this to the story about the church in Charleston. Ask them if they did it or if the government did it. I'd be interested to know. God bless you. Thank you very much.